Wait, so you're serious about this? You're actually going through with the wedding? Are you insane? I have been working overtime for months to try and get you to change your mind. I just don't get it. I think you would have some self-awareness of the fact that you're freaking 30. You do not deserve to marry my brother. What is it going to take to get through to you? Are you just so old that your brain doesn't work anymore? Like, are you already getting Alzheimer's or something? Cassie, really now, can you please stop talking about me like that? And why are you calling me old anyway? I'm only 2 years older than you. Are you saying that in 2 years you're going to be an old woman like me? Get real, Julia. I am nothing like you. I'm actually beautiful. You, however, are aging like a banana. You're 30, but you look like you're at least 35. That's only 5 years apart. But now you've moved on to belittling me over my looks. Cassie, why are you being so mean to me? Sean is 32. We're the same age, so attacking my age doesn't make any sense. And I'm aware I'm not the prettiest girl in the world, but I don't think it's fair to say that I'm ugly. Open a science textbook sometime, Julia. Men aren't old until they're 40. I don't think that's written in any science textbooks. Not only are you old and ugly, you're dumb, too. Seriously, why did Sean ever think about marrying you? You must be lying to him about something. I am not. Cassie, you are being incredibly rude to me, and I don't like it. What do you think Sean would think if he found out you were talking to me like this? I am his fiancé, after all. He'll be furious with you. What? Go ahead and tell him. He won't be mad. Whenever I say this stuff to his face, he always cracks up. Wait, you mean Sean knows you talk like this? Like, did you think Sean loved you? Girl, please. I mock you all the time when we're together, and he laughs every single time. He has way more fun talking to me than he does with you. I see. So the two of you frequently share laughs at my expense then? Nah, it's not just the two of us. It's the whole family. So I'd say it's time you give up the ghost and call off the wedding. I don't get it, Cassie. Why are you so opposed to me marrying your brother? Because you don't deserve to get more attention than me. I am younger than you, prettier than you, and funnier than you. Is that what you think I'm doing? Making a play to get attention? Cassie, I never had any intention of competing with you for your family's attention. Oh, shut up. That's the only reason you could possibly have for planning your wedding. For some reason, you think it'll be good for you to draw attention to how old and ugly you are? There are plenty of reasons to get married and have a wedding. In my case, there are certain special circumstances at play, however. Honestly, I've never really been one to enjoy being in the spotlight. But I plan on this marriage lasting a lifetime, so I want to make my wedding a memorable one. What a sorry bunch of lame excuses. I know you just want attention. I see right through you, Julia. You might have fooled my brother, but you can't fool me. I am not going to let this wedding happen. I'm going to put a stop to it no matter what it takes. If you are so opposed to us getting married, then simply don't come to the wedding. I don't want to start my married life off with a massive feud with my sister-in-law. Can't we just agree to leave each other alone, at least until the wedding is over? The only way I'll leave you alone is if you leave my brother alone. Break up with him. I never want to see your ugly face again. I really wish there was something I could say to get through to you. Maybe I'll have to talk to Sean about this. Hey, Sean, do you have a minute? I just had a rather unpleasant conversation with your sister Cassie. Is it true that you've been mocking me together with Cassie and the rest of your family? If it's true, that is incredibly shocking.
Can you be more specific?
Cassie tells me that she's been making fun of my age, looks, and more while your family is together. And she also says that you all laugh along with her when she does. Is that true?
Well, I mean, yeah, we laugh at her jokes, but it's not because we think she's right about you or anything. Cassie is just hilarious. She's like an insult comic, and most of her best material is about you.
Ah, well, I was hoping for a denial, but I see you are instead giving her jokes a full-throated endorsement.
What are you getting so upset for, Julia? If it bothers you that much, then you can always simply ignore her. Let the rest of us enjoy our fun, okay? We love how funny Cassie is. Like, she could read names out of the phone book and have us rolling in our seats.
I don't think it's very funny to have the person who will be my sister-in-law before too much longer mocking me along with my fiancé.
Oh, good grief, Julia. Lighten up, will ya? It's just jokes.
I don't like her jokes, and I want them to stop. And I want you, as the man who is going to be my husband, to tell her to stop.
Are you serious right now? How could you ask me to do that? I'm not going to do anything that would risk harming our family relationship.
Unless I'm mistaken, once I become your wife, I will be your family too.
That's a fair point, I guess. I'm still not going to do it, though.
She told me that I don't deserve to get more attention than her, even at my wedding. She also says she's going to do whatever she can to keep it from happening. Is that just a funny joke to you, Sean? Maybe you agree with her. Do you think I'm so ugly that I don't deserve to enjoy my wedding day?
For the love of God, would you calm down already? She's just venting. Stop taking it so seriously. You know her boyfriend keeps punting when she talks to him about getting married. The important thing is that it's still going to be your wedding, even if you're not as pretty as Cassie. So you can go ahead and shine all you want to, Julia. It'll probably be your only chance to shine for the rest of your life, so you should enjoy it while you can.
I have to say, I am not super thrilled with your phraseology right there. But all right, if you say so. I'll just ignore Cassie until after the wedding. Really? Like, really, Julia? You kicked me out of your frickin' wedding? Why would you do that? Seriously, I went out of my way to get dressed, put on makeup and everything for your wedding, and this is how you repay me? How rude. It was just a joke. You didn't need to put a pause on the whole ceremony. Get over yourself, let me back inside, and let's get this wedding back on track. Are you out of your mind? Really, you've got some nerve messaging me like I'm the one inconveniencing you. All I did was cut the cake, and I have to say I did a pretty good job. Did you know that was the first time I've ever cut a cake in my life? I am a natural at this. Maybe I should start a cake cutting business. I'm sorry, was that supposed to be a joke? Is that the best your legendary sense of humor can do? You are the absolute worst, Cassie. You don't feel the least bit sorry for what you did, do you? What would I need to feel sorry for? Seriously, did I do something wrong? I have no idea why you're so mad at me. Whose wedding is this, Cassie? Yours, I guess? Correct. And who is the bride? Again, you, but what's your point? And who cuts the first piece of cake at weddings? At this wedding, the bride's sister-in-law. This was supposed to be my day, Cassie. For once in my life, I was supposed to be the one in the spotlight. But you went and had the band stop playing, grabbed the microphone, and made a massive deal of you cutting the first slice of cake. Maybe if you showed a modicum of remorse, I might consider forgiving you. Honestly, though, I don't think you ever felt remorse for anything in your entire life. Good God, Cassie, why are you so mad about this? No one is mad but you. Not even Sean is mad. He thought it was hilarious. Don't you feel lame being the only angry person at the wedding? You think I'm the only person here angry at you, huh? Yeah, duh. Like I said, if not even the groom is mad, then it's obvious that you're just being too sensitive. You're already ugly enough as it is without having that frumpy frown on your face, so chill out. Tell you what, you want me to apologize? Fine, I'll be the bigger person. I'm sorry for stealing the spotlight from you at your wedding. Still, Sean thought it was a great idea, you know. Why not just consider it one part of the show? And the show must go on, as they say. This show is canceled, you moron. What? I'm not dealing with any more of you or your family's nonsense today. I am calling off the wedding. I already talked to my parents about canceling the wedding, and they're in full agreement with me. Hold on, I thought you were just putting it on pause while you were calming down. But you're canceling it entirely? Everyone just packs up their stuff immediately and goes home? Oh my God, what an absolute disaster. If you think things are bad now, just you wait, Cassie. You're about to find out the true meaning of the word disaster. You, Sean, and your entire family are going down. What do you mean? Man, am I glad all of this happened before we actually got married. Just a few hours later, and I would have had to go through a messy divorce instead of just walking away. To think that I almost let Sean talk me into getting legally married before the ceremony and moving in together. I really dodged a bullet. Wait a second. You're canceling the wedding and breaking up with my brother? What's the matter, Cassie? I thought that news would be fantastic for you. Now, you won't have to deal with the embarrassment of having an ugly old woman in your family. Listen to you. You're having a complete emotional breakdown over nothing. You're really going to break up with my brother over a lousy piece of cake? If you're being for real about breaking up, then it sounds to me like you were never even that serious about him in the first place. Poor Sean, he had to deal with dating a fat, ugly old woman for months only to have her spaz out at the wedding and call it off. Are you really having pity on Sean right now? You made an absolute fool of me back there. You told the audience that I would probably eat the whole cake by myself if I got too close, so you were cutting it for me. Both you and your brother are scum. I am going to make you regret making me angry. Mark my words. Oh no, I'm so scared. Who do you think you're fooling with that fake tough talk? You're not gonna do anything. Go ahead and cancel the wedding. I don't care. It's not my problem. I'd say Sean wouldn't mind being free from you, since now he'll be able to marry a woman who's actually attractive. He's probably thrilled that you're canceling the wedding. As a matter of fact, he is on his knees as we speak, weeping bitterly and begging me for forgiveness. Huh? I know you don't understand now, but you will soon enough. I told you, you will regret making me angry. I hope you're prepared to deal with the consequences. The wedding is off and you will never see my face again. Goodbye, you bitch. Hey, Julia? Could you please answer your phone? I want to talk. I won't take up too much of your time. So, yeah, please answer my calls. No, I have nothing to talk to you about. If I had to hear your voice right now, I think I'd puke my guts out. Never call me again. Come on, don't be that way. I just wanted to apologize. What? Apologize? You think that you can fix all of this with just an apology? It is way, way too late for apologies. Nothing you can say is going to stop what's coming for you. But I had no idea what was going on. Like, how could I possibly have known? There was no reason for me to think my brother's wedding could have such a huge impact on my parents' company. This is exceptionally unfortunate timing for you, huh? You finally catch on the very moment it became too late to do anything about it. The wedding is off and it's not coming back. And it's all your fault. No way. This cannot be happening. My parents are super mad at me. I've been firing off one-liner after one-liner today and they haven't even laughed once. Not even Sean will laugh at my jokes today, and he's always laughed for me before. Everyone's acting crazy. The only one here whose sanity is in question is you. Give me a break here. I'm trying to apologize and you're insulting me? How can you be so cold? You ruined my wedding because you couldn't handle not being the center of attention for one single day. Do you not get how insane that is? Especially after you were accusing me of being an attention hog. That was some textbook projection right there. I don't want to marry Sean anymore. Also, my parents were furious watching your family laugh while you were cutting the cake. You managed to tick off my entire side of the aisle, so what other way forward is there but canceling the wedding? But if you don't get married to Sean, he's gonna really get mad at me. He's actually thinking this is all my fault. That's because it is all your fault. If Sean would have stood up for me or done something to get you to knock off your little stunt with the cake, then there was a chance, however small, that I would have stayed with him. But no, he was laughing like an idiot and took your side. And with that, the last of my feelings for him are gone. I never want to experience a day like today again in my life. Marrying Sean would have forced me to spend a lot of time with you all, and knowing you, it would only be a matter of time before you did something to me even crueler than what you did today. So breaking up with Sean is just a survival instinct. What about my dad, though? I didn't hear the whole story, but if you and Sean don't get married, what's gonna happen with the loan or whatever? You want to talk about money? It must run in the family. From the very start, Sean was using me. All he wanted was to gain access to my parents' company in order to benefit himself. I don't know why I ever agreed to marry that loser. I was an absolute idiot. But your outburst at the wedding finally knocked some sense into me. I owe you one for that, Cassie. Hold on. So your dad was going to give my dad a bunch of money? But now that you're not getting married to Sean, he's not going to give the money anymore? Well, it's a loan, so he wouldn't be giving him the money, but that's the general idea, yeah. And again, this is the only logical outcome. My dad only offered to loan your dad the funds because I was going to marry his son. If we break up, then he has no more reason to give him the loan. Why should he care if some random company with no connection to him fails? It's not like he was going to make much in interest or anything. Your parents should have run their business better. Hey, don't talk about them like that. They're my parents. And as your parents, they should have put an end to your nonsense. Or taught you common sense to keep you from doing something that stupid in the first place. I can't stress this enough, Cassie. The simple fact that you are a colossal idiot is largely responsible for me breaking up with your brother. Hey, I am not an idiot. I am clever and funny. And you're just being mean. I'm not interested in an argument. I just wanted to tell you that your family is going to pay a very steep price for your stupidity. And now I've said all I had to say. Oh, actually, there's one more thing. You are going to be held responsible for all the costs of the wedding, including the cancellation fees. You cannot be serious. You seem to have been under a false impression of me up until now. I was only acting nice and conciliatory towards you because I thought you were going to become my sister-in-law. And now that you're not, you're no different to me than any other random passerby on the street. You have completely lost your mind. Why are you doing this to me? You did this all to yourself. And if you still don't understand that at this point, then I don't think there's any hope for you. By the way, I'm also suing you, so you'll be hearing from my lawyer. I don't believe this. You're suing me for what? For stealing the spotlight? That's not a crime. Malicious destruction of property is, however. What? What are you talking about? I didn't destroy anything. The cake, Cassie. Yeah, what about it? It's a cake. Cakes are supposed to be cut. Not that cake. That cake wasn't for eating. It was a work of art. It was a frickin' cake! No, it was a special cake that my father ordered specially from a world-famous cake artist. That cake was less of a cake and more of a statue. A statue made of cake, but a statue nonetheless. And that cake probably costs more than you make in a year. You're going to have to compensate us for that. But I only work part-time. I know. That's why I'm saying it probably costs more than you make in a year. You picked the wrong girl to mess with, Cassie. I have no idea what you're going to do from now on or how you're going to live with the consequences you brought upon yourself and your family today, but my sincere hope is that your family suffers as much as possible. Bye.
Julia, are you there? Come on, baby. Why aren't you answering your phone? I was on my knees crying and begging you to forgive me. That wasn't enough for you? I just got a call from some guy claiming to be your legal representative. He said that you're calling off the wedding and breaking up with me? Is he for real? I mean, are you for real? I thought you loved me.
I could say the same thing to you, you vile creep.
Creep? Me?
Who else but you? Well, I suppose your dad and sister are also their own special variety of creeps. Your dad was constantly trying to use me as leverage to get closer to my parents and get them to bail out his business, and your sister is, well, she's just a moron.
Look, I'm really sorry for what Cassie did at the wedding. She knows she messed up, and I told her so myself. I gave her a stern talking to like she's never gotten in her life. Is that not enough for you?
What happened to you, Sean? You were having so much fun with your sister, laughing it up while she humiliated me. You don't seem like you're having very much fun anymore, though.
How could I be having fun with the way things are going?
Oh, don't say that. There are a lot of ways you could still have fun. You could always go and see your mistress.
Mistress? What are you talking about? I don't have any mistress. I wanted to marry you.
I know the panic must be overwhelming, but denying it is not going to do you any good. I saw you at our wedding.
What? What did you see?
You're having an affair with Cassie's former private tutor. When I saw her name on the guest list, I thought it was pretty unusual. Like, I could maybe understand a current tutor, but her? She was only tutoring your sister for a few months before she quit anyway.
Stop beating around the bush, Julia. What did you see?
I don't need to tell you, do I?
Are you bluffing to try and get me to admit something? It's not gonna work.
Sorry, Sean, but I don't particularly feel like telling you. A classy lady like myself would never use such words. If you'd like, though, I can show you what you were doing with her in your dressing room.
You mean?
Yeah, I have it on video. So there's no getting out of this for you. You've been caught.
Is that why you're breaking up with me?
It's a large part of it, yes. I've had my suspicions of you for quite some time, but I was never able to get any hard evidence. But now I do. I'm so glad we didn't get married.
But, Julia, you can't really be willing to throw away everything we have over that. I was never serious about her. It was just a fling. I was only ever serious about you.
Nah, you're only serious about saving your skin. You're a selfish, insensitive, uncaring jerk who's only out for your own interests, and I refuse to associate with people of such low character as you. My lawyer will be contacting you in short order regarding my lawsuits against you and your family. In the meantime, however, you can rest assured that my dad's offer to bail out your dad's company is officially off the table.
No! You can't do that! I'm sorry, Julia, honestly. Isn't there any way I could get you to rethink what you're doing?
Not a thing, Sean. I would actually recommend you rethink the way you live your life. Otherwise, this is just going to keep happening to you over and over again. Goodbye, Sean. I am going to love watching as your life comes crashing down around you. Julia, I know I'm the last person you want to hear from right now, but I need your help. My parents said they're disowning me. They're kicking me out of the house and not even giving me any money to live on. I have absolutely nowhere to go. Please, you've got to help me. Of all the people in the world, you come to me for help? You would have more luck asking some random person on the street. Because that's all you are to me anymore. Don't you feel any responsibility for what's happening to me? No, and why should I? If you hadn't totally freaked out about what happened at the wedding, none of this would be happening right now. Unreal. You're actually blaming me for the circumstances you put yourself in. That's all I need to know. You haven't learned a thing, and you likely never will. There is nothing left for you to do other than to pay me what you owe me and look for a new place to live. I hope you find gainful employment soon. Not that it's my problem. But if you don't start making your payments to me very, very soon, then it's going to be a big problem for you. So you won't give me anything? All I'll give you is an opportunity to turn your life around. Julia, I am so sorry for everything. It's just like I told you before, apologies mean nothing to me. You're a big girl and you're going to have to learn to take care of yourself. Goodbye, for real this time. It seems like that family just doesn't know when to quit. Sean, Cassie, and their parents all kept relentlessly messaging me over the next several days to tell me how sorry they were and beg me not to crush them. I got tired of rebutting all their stupid arguments really quickly, though, so eventually I just disabled notifications from their numbers and ignored them. I let my lawyers take care of the rest. With the prospect of receiving a loan from my father's company off the table, Sean's dad's company started rapidly sliding towards bankruptcy. They had to shut down most of the divisions other than their main one, and even that one isn't doing too well. Someone at that company had to take responsibility for what happened, though, and that person happened to be Sean. Honestly, I don't know how fair it is to blame him for everything, since it was his dad's poor management that got the company in this position in the first place. But he's a jerk, so I don't really care. He started looking for a new job recently, which I've heard isn't going very well. Could my father's influence have anything to do with that? Possibly. As for Cassie, she's currently doing multiple part-time jobs in order to make ends meet. Considering how much she has to pay me every month, that cannot be a simple matter for her. But in any case, she does seem like she is legitimately working hard and making all of her payments on time consistently. She's an adult, so she's ultimately responsible for her own decisions, but part of me feels sorry for her being born into a family of morons who spoiled her. As one woman to another, though, I do genuinely wish her the best in turning her life around.
Why should I even go to your wedding? Don't expect me to give you any wedding money. If you don't want to come, that's fine. You invited all your friends before telling me? I sent the invitations all at once. I should have been told first. I'm your sister. You didn't even ask me to be your maid of honor. I didn't think you'd want to. Of course I would. I'm your only sister. You never showed interest in my relationship before. You're really okay with your only sister not coming? I just want people who are happy for us to be there. What's that supposed to mean? That I'm not happy for you? Are you really happy for me? Of course I am, but you could have at least consulted me about the wedding date. What? Why would I need to consult you? Because I'm your sister. What if I had plans? Did you even consider my schedule? But you never make any time for me anyway. That's not true. I'm always thinking about you. And I'm your real sister. It would cause too much drama if I didn't show up at your wedding. Everyone would probably talk about why I wasn't there. I don't think people would mind that much. You really think that? Are you that naive? You have no idea how people talk. Maybe you care too much about what people think. Of course people would mind. I'm the prettier sister after all. People expect me to be there. But looks aren't everything, Sarah. God, I wonder if we're really even blood related. This again? Well, can you blame me? Look at us. We look nothing alike. We come from the same parents. You know what people say when they see us together. But I don't really care what people say. That's because you don't understand how the world works. You live in this fantasy world where looks don't matter. I live in the real world where there's more to life than appearance. Well, come on. Our looks are just way too different. It's embarrassing to have you as my sister. People might think I got plastic surgery or something. Do you know how many times I've had to explain we're actually related? I just don't care that much about appearances. That's your problem right there. You should care. The world judges you on how you look. But David doesn't judge me by that. You're getting married. You need to step up. A wife needs to look the part. I'm happy with who I am. What's the point of a wedding if you don't care about appearances? It's about celebrating love, not looks. Love doesn't pay bills. Love doesn't get you respect. I feel sorry for you if that's what you really believe. What's that supposed to mean? Like I'm obsessed with looks or something? Listen, basic skincare is just a woman's duty. Do you think anyone would like a woman with bad skin and messy hair? When was the last time you even went to a salon? David likes me just fine. For now, just wait. Men's eyes wander, you know. He probably just settled for you. But looks aren't everything. There you go again with that nonsense. The world is shallow, Rachel. You need to wake up. That's just what ugly people say. You just don't want to put in the effort to improve yourself. Well, that's fine by me. It's because of ugly people like you that beautiful women like me who work on themselves can shine. You make me look even better by comparison. You know what? Maybe you're right. About what? About not coming to the wedding. Now you're just being dramatic. You can't have a wedding without your sister. Look, really, you don't have to come to the ceremony. You'll probably be bored anyway. What? Are you actually uninviting me? No, I'm just agreeing with what you said earlier. You can't do that. I'm your sister. You're stuck with me whether you like it or not. Though of course I'd be bored at a low-class wedding like yours. Only low-class people would show up. But I'm not ugly enough to skip my own sister's wedding. No, really, you don't have to come. You think you can stop me? You can't stop me from coming, because I already bought my dress. Besides, it would cause a scene if I didn't show up. Everyone's probably looking forward to seeing what glamorous outfit I'll wear. But remember, it's my wedding. And I'm your sister. Family comes first, right? I know. Don't worry, I won't wear white. I mean, if I wore white, I'd outshine everyone. Though I probably will just shine anyway. Can't help it. Just please don't try to make it about you. But everything's always about you, isn't it? Getting married before your older sister? Do you know how embarrassing that is for me? But still, I feel kinda sorry for you, always being compared to such a beautiful sister. Actually, I've never compared myself to you. That's because you've given up. You stopped trying years ago. Everyone else does, though. I don't really care about that. I've always been the gloomy one anyway. And whose fault is that? Your personality probably got gloomy because of how you look. If I looked like you, I couldn't go on living. Well, thanks a lot for that comment. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Someone has to tell you these things. So as your sister, I said this to you for your sake. Well, at least do some skincare before the wedding day. You're already unsightly enough as it is. Yes, I got it. Don't just brush me off. This is why you never improve. I bet the groom is some ugly loser, too. Oh, this is getting fun. I'm not discussing this with you anymore. No, wait, let's talk more about this. Rachel, hey, don't ignore me. You have to give me more details about your wedding. We still have so much to discuss about. Goodbye, Sarah. Fine, be that way, but don't blame me when everyone compares us at the wedding. You're going to regret this. Hey, sis, you did promise you wouldn't wear white today. Oh, how strange. This dress was beige when I left home. I guess my radiance must have turned this dress to pure white. Are you serious right now? The wedding starts in an hour. Why are you texting me? Shouldn't you be getting ready now? I was ready until I saw you arrive in that dress. What? You're being ridiculous. I need you to change your dress now. Change into what? This is the only dress I brought today. You planned this. Stop lying. You knew exactly what you were doing. I have photos of you shopping for that dress. Someone saw you specifically asking for a white dress. It's really not that white. I know you're just jealous of how good I look in it. It's literally brighter than my wedding dress. You're exaggerating. Maybe you should have picked a more whiter wedding dress. The lighting in here just makes it look white. The lighting doesn't change a dress from beige to pure white. Well, maybe you should have picked better lighting. Everything looks white under these cheap lights. Come on, that's enough. Stop making those excuses. Maybe you should have picked a better wedding dress then. What? I love my wedding dress. Well, that's your taste level, I guess. Not everyone can have my eye for fashion. Your dress looks like something from a discount store. I can't believe this. Do you understand what you're doing now? You're the one who's going to be embarrassed here. Me? Embarrassed? That's funny. Why would I be embarrassed? Have you seen how stunning I look? Everyone's already looking at me. They can't take their eyes off me. They're staring because you're wearing white to your sister's wedding. Why? I'm so beautiful. If anyone should be embarrassed, it's you. The bride who's being outshunned by her own sister who isn't even the main character. Just face it. I make a better bride than you do. You just need to accept reality. Everyone can see what you're trying to do. And what exactly am I trying to do? Be honest. You wish you looked this good. You're just trying to ruin my wedding. Don't be so dramatic. I'm adding excitement to your boring wedding. Someone needs to make this event memorable. Your wedding would be so dull without me, so you should appreciate this. Why are you being so mean to me? Couldn't you be nice just for today? It's an important day for me. Well, I drove 3 hours to be here. I bought this expensive dress. Do you know how much it cost? I even brought a gift. And you're calling me mean after everything I've done for you? I'm not being mean at all. I meant to wear beige, really. I guess it might look white from some angles. Besides, it's your fault for losing to my charm. I've always told you that working on yourself is a woman's duty. This is what you get for ignoring that. If you had listened to me all these years... I can't believe you're still saying that. Saying what? The truth? Someone has to be honest with you. I do work on myself, but that's not just about making myself look pretty. Oh, please, tell me what else matters. Your job, your hobbies, your personality. What else matters besides looks? When was the last time someone complimented your personality? Yeah. You want to say looks aren't everything, right? I told you that's just what ugly people say. You'll never be a good woman thinking like that. You're living in a fantasy world. Maybe I don't want to be your kind of good woman. What other kind is there? There's only one kind of good woman. The kind that men actually want? I'm happy just marrying David. I don't need to become your idea of a good woman. You really think you deserve him? Like someone who actually takes care of herself? Someone who understands appearances matter? I can't believe my sister is such a plain Jane. It's so embarrassing to be blood related to someone this ugly. Just sitting in the family section is embarrassing. I need to clear up this misunderstanding. What misunderstanding? That we're sisters. We can't possibly be related. What do you mean, clear up the misunderstanding? Everyone keeps asking if we're really sisters. I just need to explain to everyone. I've prepared something for them. Something that will be unforgettable. What? What are you trying to do? Don't you dare make a scene. Just stop, please. Sarah, I'm begging you. Don't be so dramatic. If you do anything wrong at the wedding, I'll never forgive you. Too bad. It's already too late. Sarah, don't. Time to show everyone who the real star is. Sis, just tell me, what was that speech about? What were you actually thinking? Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. Everyone was entertained. Well, I had to clear up the misunderstanding, right? That's why I had to announce it in my speech. That your sister is ugly and a family embarrassment? I just told everyone the truth. Everyone was waiting for someone to say it. Someone had to be brave enough. You called me the family's greatest disappointment in front of everyone. Well, aren't you? Getting married before your older sister? Not even trying to look pretty for your wedding? What kind of sister does that? I had to say it, or there would be misunderstandings. I couldn't bear people thinking I was proud to have you as a sister. You should be thanking me for being honest. That's horrible. And at my wedding of all places. I know, the truth does hurt sometimes. But you're being too sensitive about this. Besides, you should thank me for all this. Now everyone knows the truth, so no more pretending. They were all thinking it anyway. But everyone was entertained, so it all worked out. Come on, stop being so weepy and get back from the waiting room. The ceremony is on hold because of you. You're ruining the schedule. Stop being so selfish. You just humiliated me in front of all my friends and family. They were laughing. Did you see Mom's face? Even she thought it was funny. Everyone enjoyed it. No, Sarah, Mom was actually crying. From laughing. She couldn't hold it in. You're just too sensitive to see it. How am I supposed to show my face after being called a family embarrassment? I can't go back to the venue. Stop hiding in the waiting room. The whole schedule is being ruined. The caterers are asking questions. Everyone's waiting. This is so typical of you. What's typical? Making everything about you. It was just a funny speech. Now you're hiding away and making everyone worry. Always so dramatic. You made everything about you. Ugh, you're such a pain. It's so annoying when you act all serious like this. This is why ugly people are such a hassle. Can't you just take a joke? This is why no one likes you. This has nothing to do with looks. Of course it does. Everything has to do with looks. You're just blind to reality. People rot from the outside in. I should have educated you better. You've rotted both outside and inside. This is what happens when you don't take care of yourself. That's cruel. No, it's just honesty. Someone needs to tell you these things. Oh, but maybe I went a bit too far. Sorry for calling you ugly in my speech, but everyone was laughing. Even the groom was cracking up. So let's just call it entertainment. It's not like I said anything that wasn't true. And did you notice? David wasn't laughing either. Everyone was just laughing awkwardly to try to smooth things over. And David cracking up? What are you talking about? He was shaking and holding his face, right? He must have been trying hard not to laugh. He couldn't contain himself. He knows I'm right. He was holding back his anger. Why would he laugh when his fiancée is being called a family embarrassment? Because it's true? Look, I'm trying to apologize here, but you just don't get it. The groom must have felt it too, how ugly his fiancée is. He probably regrets proposing. You don't know anything about David. But he deserves to know what he's getting into. I'm sure he'll thank me later. Just wait and see. I'm done talking to you.
Yes, there really is an ugly person here.
Huh? Who?
I'm David, Rachel's fiancé. Excuse me, but I've been listening to your conversation, and I do agree that she is really ugly.
Finally, someone agrees with me. I knew you'd understand. It must be hard having such an ugly fiancé. Wait, aren't you a doctor? Why are you marrying someone like her? You could find someone much better. Someone more suitable for your status.
That's because I love Rachel. Do I need any other reason?
Love doesn't pay bills. Love doesn't impress your colleagues. Your colleagues must laugh at you. Oh, but wait, are you into ugly girls? I won't judge your preferences, but you should keep it in moderation. Is that your thing? How unique.
No, but there really is an ugly person here.
I know, right? Yeah, it's so refreshing how ugly she is. It makes me look even better. We should talk more about this. I understand your position perfectly. If you think so too, maybe you should just cancel the wedding. Finally, you're being sensible. I knew you'd come around. I can introduce you to some prettier girls. Girls more at your level. And you're a doctor, right? Well, I could even be your partner instead. I'd look so much better with you at medical events.
Excuse me? Why would you say that?
Because I definitely understand your position, what you're going through. A doctor definitely needs a beautiful wife. It just makes more sense. Your colleagues would approve. Think about your reputation. Because you're a doctor, that means you're qualified to have someone like me as your partner. What do you think? Just walking around with me will change how people look at you. I could help your career. People would respect you more.
Excuse me? I still don't get what you're saying. Why would I choose you over Rachel?
Do you actually need me to list the reasons for you? Isn't it obvious? Look at me, then look at her. Just compare us honestly. There's no competition here. You do admit that Rachel is ugly, right? Then there's no need to marry her. You can do so much better, and I can show you how much better.
You still seem to have a misunderstanding about this. Actually, the ugly person I'm talking about is you.
What? Me? That's impossible.
Don't you get it? Can't you tell how ugly you are?
Are your eyes rotten? Look at me. Where exactly am I ugly? My face is beautiful, and I have a great figure. Calling me ugly is like calling white black. Everyone says I'm beautiful, so you must be joking.
Oh, you are indeed beautiful. You clearly take great care of yourself, and you found a skilled plastic surgeon, too.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? I've never had surgery. How dare you say such a thing? Take that back.
Actually, I'm a plastic surgeon, too, so there's no way you can fool me. I can tell right away when someone's had work done. Of course, I won't spread it around, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I've had work done myself, actually. I wasn't confident in my looks before.
No way. You're just lying. You can't tell anything. What are you trying to say? Are you threatening me? You can't expose me like this.
You had plastic surgery and gained confidence. That's wonderful. Some people criticize plastic surgery, but I think if it's your own choice and it gives you confidence, there's nothing wrong with that.
You don't know anything about me. If nothing is wrong with that, what's the problem? Just leave me alone. If you're a plastic surgeon, fix your fiancé instead.
However, looking down on others isn't good. You worked hard to become beautiful, but what's the point if your inner self becomes ugly?
Inner self? What nonsense. What does that even mean? Ugly on the inside? That's just what ugly people say.
Yes, you are genuinely ugly. Not in appearance, but your humanity is extremely ugly. This isn't something that can be fixed with money unless you change your attitude.
You have no right to talk to me like that. You don't know me at all. What's your problem? Just because you're a plastic surgeon doesn't make you superior. I'm not looking down on anyone. I'm just stating the fact that Rachel is ugly. You're just trying to hurt me.
Yet you get angry when someone calls you ugly.
That's different, because I'm not ugly. Lots of people tell me I'm beautiful, and I notice people staring. Everyone says so. You're just trying to humiliate me.
Of course people will stare coldly at a bride's sister who shows up in a white dress.
They're staring in admiration. You don't understand anything. You're twisting everything. No, that's wrong. People look at me because I'm beautiful.
Then who decides if someone is beautiful or not?
Everyone just knows that I'm beautiful. It's just obvious to anyone who looks at me. The The whole world agrees on what's beautiful, and I perfectly fit all the standards.
Is that so? Well, I think Rachel is beautiful. I honestly think she's the most beautiful person in the world.
Ha! What a lie! Even I wouldn't claim to be the most beautiful in the world. You're just saying that to make her feel better. Stop pretending.
No matter what you say, Rachel is the most beautiful person in the world to me. I've never met anyone with such a beautiful inner self.
There you go again with that nonsense. Inner beauty? You can't even see that. Appearance is everything. You can see it with your eyes, so it's certain.
I see. You've never seen someone's inner self. That's such a pity. You must live such a lonely life.
No, I'm not lonely. What? I have lots of friends. Beautiful friends.
You've never experienced a relationship where people show each other their true selves. No wonder you don't know what true human beauty is.
You don't know anything about me. I have plenty of relationships. Everyone loves me. What nonsense. That's exactly what an ugly loser would say.
You don't understand? That's fine. I'll take appropriate measures then.
What measures? What are you talking about? Are you trying to threaten me? You can't do anything to me.
You thoroughly insulted Rachel at her wedding. She's deeply hurt, and this wedding will likely be canceled. You'll properly pay compensation and cover the costs.
You wouldn't dare. You have no right. I'm her sister. You're just the groom. What? Why should I do that? Canceling the wedding is your choice.
Our choice? That's rich. I think everyone at the venue agrees with me. You're the reason this wedding is being canceled.
You're wrong. Nobody thinks that. They'll side with me. I made the wedding interesting. People love drama at weddings. They'll remember this forever. And it's Rachel's fault for being mentally weak. Everyone will definitely say that. She can't even take a joke. She's always been oversensitive.
Then why don't you go check? If everyone actually agrees with you, we'll cover the costs.
Of course they'll agree with me. Everyone loves me. They always have. Watch how they defend me. Ha! You said it. I'll take a vote with a speech microphone. Watch how many people support me.
You're just going to embarrass yourself.
No, you're the one who'll be embarrassed. Just wait and see. I know how to work a crowd. Everyone will stand up for me. They know who the real star is. Watch me.
Go ahead. Show everyone who you really are.
How? Why? But everyone was laughing so much at my speech. Why did they all turn against me? This isn't fair. They're just afraid of you. You must have threatened them.
Not a single person voted in your favor, did they?
You turned them against me. They must have been intimidated by you. You must have manipulated them somehow. This isn't how people usually treat me. They love me normally.
You say they were laughing, but think about it. The bride's sister says, "My sister is ugly and a family embarrassment" in her speech. The venue was mortified and a cold atmosphere spread. Unable to bear it, yes, some people started laughing. They were trying to convince themselves it was a joke. I understand how they felt.
That's not true. You're twisting everything. They were genuinely enjoying themselves. I made the wedding memorable. You don't know what people really think. You're just trying to make me look bad. Everyone always loves my speeches. Don't say such nonsense. There's no way I'm paying for the costs. You can't make me.
A promise is a promise, or should we settle this in court?
You wouldn't dare. Think about how that would look. A doctor suing his sister-in-law? Your reputation would be ruined.
Try me!
You're bluffing. You wouldn't risk the scandal. Think of your practice. What's your problem? Acting all high and mighty when you're marrying an ugly girl? You're not better than me.
No, as I said before, I'm marrying the most beautiful woman in the world!
Stop saying that. It makes me sick. How can you keep lying like this? Ugh, this is ridiculous. You're delusional.
Also, please forgive our small revenge. We can't let this go without some satisfaction.
What revenge? What are you talking about? What did you do? Tell me what you did. Answer me! You didn't. What did you do? Projecting our private conversation onto the venue screen? How could you? Those were private. Take it down immediately. You can't show people that.
Everyone should see who you really are.
This is illegal. I'll sue you.
Thanks to you, Rachel, and my wedding is ruined. Being called ugly and a family embarrassment, Rachel even says she can't face people for a while.
Yeah, but still, this isn't fair. You're worse than me. That was a private conversation. How dare you display it in front of all of the guests? Just take it down now.
This is revenge, so of course what you said was that horrible.
Delete it immediately. Everyone's staring at me. They're all reading it. Make it stop. I just got carried away and said some things. I didn't mean any of it. Everything I said in this speech was just a joke. It was just entertainment. Can't you take a joke?
Is that so? Well, that entertainment ruined everything at our wedding. I won't forgive you hurting Rachel like that.
What more do you want from me? I was wrong, okay? So please forget about the payment and stuff. There's no way I can pay for all of that. You've humiliated me enough.
No, you absolutely will pay.
How much are we talking about? This isn't fair. You're just trying to punish me.
Everything, the venue, the catering, the decorations, compensation for emotional distress.
What? You're being ridiculous. Haven't I been punished enough? How am I supposed to live after this? My reputation is ruined.
Just keep living like you have been, looking down on everyone. Just think about yourself and stay lonely.
Look, I'm really sorry. I was frustrated when I heard Rachel was getting married before me. I just lost control. I couldn't handle it.
It's too late for apologies now. Besides, I'm not the one you should be apologizing to.
Then let me talk to Rachel, please. I need to explain. She'll understand.
I need to ask her if she wants to speak with you first.
Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I'll make it right. Please, I need to talk to her. She's my only sister. I can't lose her. Listen, I really was wrong this time. I never expected to get booed like that. I've never been so humiliated. It's too late, Sarah. An apology won't fix anything now. The wedding has been officially canceled, and I can't face people for a while. We can still fix this. We can have another ceremony. I'll help plan it. I'll make it perfect this time. Please give me another chance. Not with you there. You don't mean that. We're sisters. You can't exclude me. I really am reflecting on what I did. I understand I was wrong. I let my jealousy control me. Now you understand? After ruining everything? I'll make it up to you. I'll help pay for a new ceremony. I'll even wear a brown dress, the ugliest dress I can find. Whatever you want. Just don't shut me out. If you're really sorry, then don't contact me anymore. Just pay for the wedding costs, other expenses, and my compensation. You can't mean that. But how can you cut off your only sister? We're family. Blood is thicker than water. You did that yourself. But you're my only sister. You can't do this to me. What will people say? Can't you forgive me? Everyone deserves forgiveness. Like you forgave me for getting married first? That's different. I was lonely. My little sister getting married before me, and I don't even have a boyfriend. Do you know how that feels? To be left behind? So you decided to ruin my happiness? I was jealous. I admit it, okay? I couldn't stand seeing you happy when you found someone before me. Just stop. I don't want to talk to you. Go back to your precious self-improvement. Please don't cut me off. Hey, we're sisters. I'm really reflecting on this, so can't you let it slide? Remember when we were kids? All those times I helped you? Sisters? What's this now? Didn't you say you couldn't believe we were blood related? I was just angry. I didn't mean any of this. I just say stupid things when I'm upset. You know how I get. You meant every word. No, I didn't. I was jealous of you, okay? Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted to hear? That your beautiful sister is jealous of you? Finally, the truth comes out. Goodbye, Sarah. Wait! Please don't do this to me. Just one more chance. I'm begging you. Goodbye, Sarah. Don't leave me alone. David, thank you so much for today. Thanks to you, I was finally able to get back at my sister.
No need to thank me. I just did it because I was angry. Really, I can't believe people like that still exist.
I should have warned you about her. She's always been like this.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? You never told me it was this bad.
I was embarrassed. I thought maybe she'd changed. I wanted to believe she could be better. But you know, I am really not pretty. I might end up causing you trouble because of that.
Is that what she made you believe? How long has she been telling you these things?
Since we were children. Every single day. Until I believed it.
What are you talking about? I know you're more beautiful than anyone else. No matter what you look like, I love you. Appearance is just a tiny part of who you are.
David, no one's ever defended me like that before. Everyone always took her side. Even our parents sometimes.
You've spent your whole life hearing her lies. It stops today. Besides, I really do think you're cute on the outside, too.
Really? You're not just saying that to make me feel better?
I never say things I don't mean.
I'm so happy. to have found someone like you.
You know what? Actually, I have my own appearance complexes too. But hey, if we both have insecurities, let's face them together. Maybe it's even a blessing that we can understand each other's struggles.
You have insecurities too? But you're so confident. You never seem worried.
Everyone does. Even your sister, clearly. That's why she acts the way she does.
You're too good for me.
Stop that. No, we're perfect for each other. We both understand what it's like.
Do you think I did the right thing?
About cutting her off? That's a big decision.
I feel guilty, but yes, I had to put an end to this. Thank you for understanding, for supporting me throughout, for everything.
Of course, I'm always there for you. We'll build our own family together from now on. A healthy one.
Sarah tried to seek help from relatives, but no one at the venue would forgive her, and she continued to receive cold stares from everyone. She apparently became so ashamed of herself that she wanted to cut ties with me and our family who knew about her disgraceful behavior that day. She quickly paid the wedding costs and compensation, then left town. She used to love being the center of attention, but it seems the cold stares from everyone that day traumatized her. I hear she now lives in seclusion, trying to avoid being seen by anyone. As for me, I had another wedding ceremony with David, and now we're living a very happy newlywed life. While I was deeply hurt by what my sister said, David's words made me even happier. Thanks to him, I think I can finally overcome the complexes my sister planted in me since childhood.
Hey, Mandy. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask you, do you think you could lend me a little money?
Oh no, not again. What do you need it for this time?
Oh, you know me, sis. I kind of lost the last of my money at the horse races earlier today. So here's my situation. I'm completely penniless, but I also really want to go to the gentleman's club to see my favorite girl. So what do you say, Mandy? Could I ask you to help me out a bit?
I don't know what's more shocking, the fact that you want to use my money at a gentleman's club or the fact that you're being so honest about it. How can you just throw that out so casually?
Sorry, but I'm in a bit of a bind. I really need to go today. My favorite girl, Missy, it's her birthday today. I went to the races earlier to try and make enough money to buy her a present, but, well, you can't win them all, huh?
Uh-huh. And exactly what sort of present were you going to buy for her?
A horse.
A horse?
Yeah, Missy's got this really cute tattoo of a horse on her shoulder. When I asked her about it a while back, she said she's always wanted to have one of her own. I've been thinking about buying her one as a present ever since.
And you decided to try and make the money to buy one at the horse races?
Yup, it felt like it would be cooler that way, right? Buying a horse with winnings from horse races. It would make a great story.
Yeah, a great story. Hey, you know what would make an even greater story? You settling down and getting a stable job. I mean, come on, Taylor. You graduated at the top of your class from a prestigious university.
Yeah, and I'm really grateful for the experience I had there. But you see, there's more to life than money and status. I want to live my life on my own terms, not tied down by anything or anyone else.
And in the process of not tying yourself down to anything, you cause nothing but trouble for people around you, like me. Thanks to you, I can't do any of the things with my life that I want to do.
Is that right? Okay, let's talk about that. What is it that you want to do with your life, Mandy? Please tell me. If there's anything I can do to help make it happen, I will.
I want to keep my own money for myself. I don't want to have to keep giving you and our parents all my money.
I don't know. Don't you think you should set a more realistic goal? I just don't see that happening.
How can you say that when you're the one who keeps asking me for money?
Oh, so you don't want to lend me money. Okay, well, if that's the case, why don't you just try saying no when I ask you?
You know that I have a hard time turning people down. It's just part of my personality. You've been using that self-destructive generosity to suck me dry for years.
Wow, Mandy, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. I hope you know that I never had any intentions of sucking you dry or using you.
And yet you keep on doing it over and over and over again for years. What is wrong with you? Why do our parents like you over me? Are you casting some kind of magic spell on them?
Oh, Mandy, you're such a jokester. You know there's no such thing as magic. But if I had to wager a guess, I'd say a large reason why our parents like me more than you has to do with my academic record, honestly. That, and I have a really positive, likable personality.
Your likable, positive personality is basically like putting a chocolate coating over a dog turd. Yeah, the outside looks and tastes nice, but once you bite in even just a little bit, it's all crap. You even had a good job, too. If you had stayed in it, you'd be making tons of money now. And most importantly, you wouldn't have to borrow anything from me.
Yeah, that job. It's like I said, Mandy, I want to live life on my own terms. I worked there for a while and realized that it's just not for me and quit. The carpet in the offices didn't match the furniture at all. It was really distracting.
We'll skip over the fact that you just gave quite possibly the worst reason possible for quitting a job paying $200,000 a year. If you didn't like that, get out of there and find one you do like. Are you really planning on borrowing money from me all your life?
Nah, it's not going to be for the rest of my life. I'm a man of my word, Mandy. I will definitely pay you back one day.
Oh yeah, let me guess. You'll pay me back once you hit it big at the horse races, right? That does it, Taylor. I am done. I will never lend you another cent.
Really? Why not?
I just told you why not. I'm not a money tree. I have bills to pay. I need to eat. If you want to get your precious Missy a present, fine. Go get a job and pay for it yourself.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. But I accept your decision. After all, it is your money. But that still leaves me with a problem of making enough money to buy Missy a horse before the club closes. I guess I'll just have to figure something out by myself. Sorry to bother you, Mandy. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
That's it? All I had to do was say no and you would leave me alone? Well, I guess if nothing else, at least you really are a man of your word. Hey, what are you doing up there in your room sleeping? If you're going to come to my house and enjoy my hospitality, then you need to pull your own weight. Get down here and help me with the housework. What housework? I already did everything on the list you gave me when I got here. Then you should have immediately come to me for more housework. It's not like this entire house is free of dust and dirt. Even if I wasn't around, you should have gone and looked for something else to clean up or organize. You certainly shouldn't be upstairs taking a nap. Seriously, what is going on with this family? Do I need to remind you that you are the one who invited me to come here today? I'm spending my precious days off visiting you and Dad. I think I deserve to take a little nap when I feel like it. I didn't raise you to have such an insolent tongue, and excuse me for wanting to see my own daughter. Is this the thanks I get for inviting you in and feeding you today? You haven't fed me yet. You told me to go to the convenience store if I was hungry. Then I came back and you and Dad were eating steaks by yourselves. There you go again, talking back to me. Why can't you be more like your brother? He's always so sweet and pleasant to talk to. That poor boy, he doesn't deserve to get stuck with a terrible sister like you. Sweet and pleasant, who are we talking about now? The Taylor I know is a complete dirtbag. Right on schedule, I simply point out the fact that Taylor is superior to you in virtually every way, and you immediately try to take him down. You really should do something about that horrific personality of yours. You know what your father always says about you? He says that you're the single greatest disappointment of his life. What kind of father says that about his own daughter? Well, the kind of father who values honesty. If you want proof that you're a resounding disappointment, then look no further than your behavior today. You're up there napping while I'm down here working. You're washing dishes from the steak lunch that you and Dad ate without me. I think taking a nap isn't quite as big of a disappointment as being unemployed and deep in debt like your other child. Let's see, now you're lazy, jealous, and a liar. How many more negative character traits will you put on display today, Oh, but I missed one, didn't I? You're also completely shameless about what a failure you are. I'm not lying, and besides, I'm sending you guys money every month like you asked, right? Oh, yes, how generous of you to send us $40 whole a month. What the, 40? No, I'm sending you $4,000 a month. No, that money is from Taylor. Now you're trying to take credit for his generosity? Just when I thought I couldn't be any more disappointed in you. What else do you want me to say? It's the truth. You told me that if I wanted you to respect me, that I had to send you $4,000 a month, and I've been doing it. You really are dense, aren't you? I was trying to tell you that I would never respect you because you could never afford to send us that much. Taylor, on the other hand, graduated from a prestigious university and works for a world-class company. He could send us $4,000 a month, and it wouldn't even make a dent in his finances. What do I have to do to get through to you? You can start by taking a page out of your brother's book. He sends us $4,000 a month, you send us $40. He respects us 100 times more than you do, so I respect you 100th as much as I respect him. Well, maybe I'll just have to stop sending that money. Be my guest. We can live without your pitiful $40 a month. Okay, then it's settled. I am never going to send you any money ever again. And don't come crying to me when you realize all too late that I was telling the truth. Oh, I'm shaking in my boots. Anyway, if you're not going to help me with the housework, then get out of my house. And you know what? Until you apologize for being so disrespectful to me, you are never allowed to come here again. Sounds great to me. Never contact me again under any circumstances. You don't need to tell me twice. Mandy, you have some explaining to do. Are you stealing the money that Taylor was supposed to send us this month? What part of under any circumstances didn't you understand? I wouldn't have to contact you if you weren't stealing my money. All we got this month was $40. What happened to the $4,000? I told you what happened to it. I didn't send it. As for the $40, that was the money that Taylor gave you. But that doesn't make any sense. Taylor was the one sending us $4,000 every month. You only sent us $40. How many times do I have to tell you, Mom? You have it backwards. I'm the one who's been sending you $4,000 every month like you told me to. And to be quite honest, I'm shocked that Taylor even has the extra cash on him to send you $40 a month. I know that's what you said, but you were lying. You were lying, weren't you? No, I was telling the truth. Now that the $4,000 stopped just like I said it would you finally admit that I was telling the truth? But if that's true, what's going on with Taylor? Once again, I told you all of this. He's unemployed and neck-deep in gambling debt. That's why I said I was shocked he was sending you anything at all. I'm going to ask Taylor personally. I don't believe a single word you say. Be my guest. I'm pretty positive he'll admit the whole thing to you. He's a scumbag, but he's an honest scumbag. I'll be back shortly, and when I do, you are going to pay for lying to me. Hello, dear. How have you been lately?
Hey, Mom, it's great to hear from you. I'm doing just as well as always, thanks for asking.
That's my boy, always so cheerful and optimistic. So, tell me, Taylor, how are things going for you at work?
I'm not working, so I guess I'd have to say that they're not going at all.
What?
I've been thinking that one of these days I may just need to look for a job, so I might get around to that in the next few months, or I might not get around to it at all.
Hold on, what do you mean you're not working? You graduated top of your class at university and got scouted by a huge company immediately.
Yeah, I did. One day I got to thinking that the corporate life really wasn't for me, though, so I stopped going. I figured they would have called you looking for me.
You mean you quit?
What? Nah, I never formally quit. I just stopped going.
What in the world were you thinking?
I was thinking that writing a resignation letter seemed like such a pain. Plus, I'd have to go talk to my boss about it, and I didn't want to do that. And I only have so much time on this planet, Mom. I want to use it well. I don't have time to waste filling out paperwork and talking to middle managers.
Are you really my Taylor? Are you some prankster who's stolen Taylor's phone?
Nope, it's the real me, Mom. I thought you would know that just by reading my texts.
Well, I suppose you do have Taylor's typical charm and chipper demeanor, but it still doesn't make any sense. The Taylor I know is hardworking and dependable.
I am hardworking and dependable, though. When I'm doing something I want to be doing, that is. That's the most important thing to me. Do I want to be doing what I'm doing? If not, then I don't.
I'm not sure I understand. You mean Mandy was telling the truth about you? You really are deep in debt?
No, I'm not in that deep. I'd say I have a manageable amount of debt. I could pay it back if I ever really felt like it.
Oh, really? Well, that's relieving, I suppose. So you don't have all that much outstanding debt, then?
Yeah, it's not much. Only around $200,000.
$200,000?
Yep, I could win that much and more in a single day with a good bet at the horse races. So yeah, I'll definitely pay it back someday. You don't need to be too worried about me.
Taylor, when did this happen to you? When did you become like this? I mean, you really are just an honest scumbag.
Ouch, that hurts, Mom. But hey, at least you appreciate my honesty.
Being honest doesn't make up for being a compulsive gambler. Taylor, your father and I had extremely high hopes for you. You did well in college, you went to work for a reputable company. You were our pride and joy. We brag about your success to our friends all the time.
Well, good news. All the things you said about me are still true. I did graduate top of my class, I did get hired by a reputable company, and I did achieve a high degree of success. You see, I can still be your pride and joy.
Let's leave this conversation for another day. You've been sending us money every month, haven't you?
Yep, first of the month every month. I put it in an envelope and left it in your mailbox. Did you get it? I figured $40 would at least be enough to buy you guys a nice steak dinner once in a while.
Well, yes, we're very grateful for it, but where did that money come from?
Oh, don't worry, I didn't steal it or anything. That all came from the money I borrowed.
How can you tell me not to worry about something like this?
I just wanted to make sure you knew that all the money I gave you was money I borrowed, fair and square. It's all on the up and up. You don't need to thank me, by the way. I'm happy to give you guys a little something to say thank you for raising me to be the man I am today.
I think I'll need to have a little discussion with your father about how we're going to handle this.
Oh, it's like I said, you don't need to thank me. I'm glad to send you that money.
That wasn't what I meant. But this conversation is over now. We'll talk later.
All right, I look forward to it. Thanks for messaging me, Mom. Have a nice day.
Mandy, how long has Tyler been like this?
For as long as I can remember, really. You guys were just always too oblivious to notice. I tried to tell you so many times, but you never believed me.
It's just that, well, he has such good manners. He's polite, courteous, says please and thank you, and he got very good grades in school. I always just assumed he was an upstanding person.
Well, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. He's just a scumbag. I came up with a metaphor on the fly the other day that I think really fits. He's like a turd coated in chocolate.
That's quite a vivid metaphor, but not entirely inaccurate. Well, anyway, I'm so glad we could come to an understanding.
We came to an understanding?
Sure, we had no idea how Taylor really was all this time. And at the same time, we had some pretty large misconceptions about you, too. I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to start over. We can go back to having a healthy mother and daughter relationship.
Oh, I get it. This is about you wanting me to send you money every month again, isn't it? Well, too bad. It's not going to happen.
But why not? It's not our fault we had the wrong idea. We're just as much victims as you are. Taylor tricked us. No, he didn't. He never lied to you or me, not even once. He really is just living his life on his own terms. The problem was that you and Dad were so committed to the idea that Taylor was a perfect son, and you closed your eyes to reality. And you never believed me when I told you the truth. But you never went to university. And you always have that snotty, smart-alecky way of speaking to us. Who in their right mind would trust you over Taylor? That's what you get for only looking at the surfaces and assuming what lies underneath. You know what they say about what happens when you assume, right? And I still haven't forgotten all of the terrible things you've said to me over the years. I'm sorry, Mandy, for everything. I take it all back. You are way too late for that. I already regret sending you as much money as I already did. And that reminds me, how did you afford to send us that much in the first place? Because I started my own business after high school. Even still, $4,000 a month was pretty tough. Regardless of what had happened between us, you were still my parents. I thought this was my chance for you to finally accept me as your daughter. And boy, was I an idiot for that. You always were such a kind-hearted girl. I'm terribly sorry it took me this long to realize how good you were to us. Yeah, it's really too bad, but the damage is already done. I told you I never wanted you to contact me again, and I meant it. This is goodbye. Wait! We need that money! We can't get by without it! Sure you can. You might just have to eat a little less steak. You should be able to get by on Dad's salary. He doesn't have a salary anymore. Oh no, don't tell me. Since Taylor was sending us $4,000, he thought he didn't need to work anymore. Or rather, you were sending us the money, rather. And so a few months ago, he resigned from his job. Oh, I see. So that's where Taylor got his personality from. Also, he's been going out to play golf quite a bit lately. He's spent an awful lot of our savings on golf clubs. Granted, I'm not sure where he keeps them because I've never seen his clubs. My goodness, that is an interesting situation. Sounds like something you should work out together. It doesn't concern me at all, so I'm gonna go now. Don't be like that. We need your help. Don't you care about what happens to us? No, I don't, actually. All my love and respect for you has completely dried up. You're nothing to me anymore. I'm the only sane person in this entire frickin' family. I won't let you just abandon me like this. No matter where you try to run to, I swear I'll find you. And when I do, I'll force you to start sending us money again. Wow, did you just threaten to extort money from your own daughter? Jeez, just when I thought I couldn't be any more disappointed in you.
Hey, Mandy, I just found out something interesting and thought you'd like to know. I went to the gentleman's club to see Missy today, and you'll never guess who I saw there. It was our dad!
What? Dad was going to the same strip club as you?
Gentleman's club, Mandy, gentleman's club. Anyway, as soon as I walked in, I saw Dad talking to one of the club's employees and seemingly apologizing for something. So I went up to him and said, "Hey, Dad!" But he ran out of the store as soon as he saw me.
You saw your own father in the strip club and yet you just said, "Hey" to him like you met up in the store or something? I'm not surprised he ran away.
When I asked Missy what was going on, she said that Dad has a huge tab built up at the club, but hasn't made any payments in months. He was apologizing in the hope they wouldn't send his bill to a collections agency. The employee just told him, "I'm sorry, but this is club policy. Apologizing won't do you any good."
Why am I just now finding out how alike you and Dad are?
Oh, by the way, I also got a message from Mom the other day. She told me that she hates me and never wants to speak to me again. I thought that seemed pretty harsh. What happened to her?
A lot. We'll just leave it at that. It's partially my fault and partially your fault. Well, actually, mostly your fault.
Oh, really? I'm not sure what the deal is, but she told me not to contact her, so I'll do as she says. I wouldn't want to disappoint her after all. I bet she'll calm down once a bit of time has passed.
We'll see about that. So what are you going to do for money from now on? I'm not going to lend you anymore, and I expect you to pay back what I've lent you so far.
Don't worry, Mandy. I'll pay it back plus interest. I've got a detailed record of all the money I owe you in a spreadsheet on my computer. I'm at the racetrack right now, and there's a new horse that's running in its first ever race today. I saw a picture of it, and it kind of reminded me of you.
Are you telling me I look like a horse?
Yeah, kinda. So I decided to bet every single penny I have on it. If I win, I'll be able to pay you back as soon as this evening.
And if you lose, what will you do then?
I'll figure something out if that happens.
So you're not concerned about losing everything?
If I were afraid of losing, I wouldn't be a gambler.
Uh-huh. Well, good luck. Anyway, win or lose, you still have to pay me back. Got it?
Of course, I was always intending to. Oh, sorry, Mandy, I gotta go. The race is starting. Hey, Mandy! Great news! I just won $400,000! Are you at home right now? I can bring you the cash tonight if you want.
You won $400,000?
Yep, that horse that looks like you was a great bet! I remember what you said about not wanting to lend me any more money, and I'll honor your wishes. I'll pay you back what I owe and never borrow from you again.
Okay, cool. Well, this is kind of unexpected.
I told you, didn't I? I'm a man of my word.
He did it. The absolute madman did it. He paid me and all his other creditors back with that $400,000. Then he used the rest of the money to buy a horse for Missy. She was confused, to say the least, when he pulled up outside the strip club, gentleman's club, with a horse trailer. But he was prouder of himself than he's ever been to follow through for her like that. As for my mom, she divorced my dad as soon as she found out he had spent all their money at the gentleman's club. She's working part-time and living in a cheap apartment. She must be having a hard time of things because she's been messaging both me and Taylor regularly. I thought she didn't want to speak with us again. I might answer her one of these days, but not today. I need her to understand how badly she screwed up before I do that. As for my dad, once the debt collectors got on his case, he left town and disappeared. Between my mom, dad, and brother, it really makes me wonder, how in the world did I turn out so normal?